Hello and welcome to another Christmas story. This story revolves around a little boy called Emmanuel, and he is a very disobedient child. He fights with other children and his parents always have trouble with him. And the story begins 10 days before Christmas. Emmanuel was going outside sledding, and he was going at the other side of the town. You might wonder why he was going at the other side of the town. Because there was the highest hill in the town, and only a few people knew about it, and Emmanuel was one of them. And he enjoyed going there, but other kids were not there. That was the problem. And his parents didn't know he was going at the other side of the town. Well, he got there, he enjoyed. He sled, and it was around noon when he was there. But at that time, around 1 o'clock, a big storm approached, the biggest you've ever seen. Snow was everywhere. You couldn't see your finger in front of your eyes. And Emmanuel, he had to sled one more time. He had to do it. And while he was sledding down the hill, a thunder hit the telephone pole. And he fell on the sleds. And Emmanuel flew away 100 meters from the sleds into the snow. He was dazed, shocked. He tried to get up, and he couldn't. One more time, and he couldn't. Fell just right into the snow. Blacked out. Midnight was here. Hours have passed, and Emmanuel woke up. He was all bruised. His leg was hurt. He was limping. Snow was very deep and very tall. It was around like this. As you can imagine, he's just a little kid covered in snow. Pitch black everywhere. And the worst thing was that he didn't remember who he was. He didn't remember why he was there. He just woke up. It was a shock to him, as you can imagine. He stood up and he walked. Every step he was hurting because of his leg. And also it was very hard for him to walk in that kind of snow. He didn't know where he was going. Everywhere he went, blackness. And then a glimpse of hope. A light ahead. And he saw it. And he went very slowly because he couldn't run. But he managed to go right in front of those lights, and those lights were opened doors. And he just looked up while he fell on the ground, and he saw a tall man in a gray outfit with round glasses. Very mysterious looking guy. And he just looked at him and said, "Kid, what happened to you? What? And he helped him to get up. He says, "Okay, let's go into the house. Follow me. And he helped me to get into the house. He said, "My name is Chris, okay? What's your name? Where are you from? Who are your parents? What happened? Are you okay?" And Emmanuel just shrugged because he didn't have any answers. He called his friend and said, Nick, this is an emergency. You need to come down. Please, go, hurry." And you could just hear him tumbling around. And he said, "Nick, did you fall down the stairs again?" And Nick said, "No, I'm fine. What are you talking about?" And then he got very slowly to them. And he said, "What happened? Chris? Who's this kid? What? Hello? okay, what is happening? And Chris said that he found a boy and that he's dazed, that he's injured also. And Nick said, okay, we're gonna figure this out. My name is Nick, okay? And Nick was a very, Nick had a very bushy white beard with a long white hair. He was very interesting to Emmanuel to see. And Nick said, okay, Chris, we need to call the sheriff's office. We need to find out who this kid is. So Chris went to the telephone. He picked up the telephone, but the telephone was not working. As you can remember, the telephone pole fell down and all the lines in the neighborhood, all the lines just in the town were not working properly. Nobody could reach anybody. And also at that time, there were no smartphones. There was no internet. You couldn't reach anybody. They could only reach somebody by telephone. They also thought about leaving to the sheriff's station, but they couldn't because of the deep snow. They would go maybe a few meters, but that's not enough to go to the other side of the town, which there was a sheriff's office. So they figured that they would take Emmanuel upstairs. They had a spare room so he can sleep and rest while they figure out what they're gonna do next. At the other side of the town were his worried parents. They were searching for him all night, freezing. Despite the storm, despite everything, they went out to search him. They somehow got to the sheriff's office, but they said that they can't do anything because of the storm, because of the snow. Even if they try to search, they won't be able to see him. That they need to wait till the storm just blows away and they can search him in the morning. But George and Anna said, no, we can't accept it. And they went searching for him. Morning was there and Emmanuel was asleep. And then a deep voice at the other side of the door said,
breakfast! Everybody wake up, we gotta have breakfast!
And Emmanuel jumped from his bed. And he was dazed, but he also couldn't remember still who he was, why he was there. All he could remember was waking up in the snow and these two people helped him. And he opened the door, and in front of the door there was a big guy. He was covering the whole door in a red worn-out sweater. And he said,
hello, little boy. My name is Klaus. Look, hot cocoa. I'm the cook here, so here, have the cocoa. And let's go have some breakfast. And Manuel followed him. And at the table, at the breakfast, there were Nick and Chris. Nick and Chris said, oh, you're awake. Did Klaus wake you up with his screaming? He just shrugged his shoulders, but yeah, Klaus could wake the whole neighborhood up. So everybody was having breakfast. They sat at the table and Chris and Nick said to Klaus, why are you wearing that red sweater? Look at it, it's worn out. This sweater once had a deer on it. There is no deer on the sweater. Why don't you wear something else? Klaus said, I like it.
But look at it. Look how you look, he said.
I like it. And a deer? Yes, there was a deer here, but he managed to slip away. He went on another adventure. He just hopped and said, let's go on an adventure. And he went. They were all laughing, and at that moment at the table they were eating, and they could hear a sound alarm. And Klaus just raised his eyebrow. He said, oh my God, I left the cookies in the oven.
And he rushed the kitchen. And there was a fire from the oven. Everybody, Chris, Nick, and Manuel, jumped from their seats. They all took the fire extinguishers and they started to put the fire out. They were relieved, but Klaus was very sad. He said,
Only one cookie was saved. Here, kid, it's for you.
and Manuel took the cookie. He looked at them and he shared the cookie with all of them. He didn't eat him himself, but he separated them into 4 parts. They were so happy because of the way he acted, glad. It was 9:30, and they said, okay, Chris said to Nick, did you check the telephone? He said, no, it's not working. Okay, so we're gonna do what we can. Come, follow us. And Manuel didn't know what they were planning, but okay. George and Anna, his parents, they were searching for him, and it was morning, and they were very tired. They were freezing, and George said to Anna, we need to take some shelter. We can't keep on going like this. We won't be able to see him even if we do. So we need to take shelter. And they went to church. They sat down to warm themselves up, and they could hear somebody yelling in the church. Nick was yelling, hello everybody! Come on, get around, please. Look at this kid. Does anybody know who his parents are? Anybody of you are his parents? I mean, yesterday we found him in front of a door. He's injured and he needs to go also to the hospital. His leg is hurting, but also we can't take him, and also we need to know who his parents are. George and Anna were sitting down and they heard that Nick was yelling. They stood up, but they couldn't see. They couldn't see because of the crowd, and they rushed through the crowd, and they saw Emmanuel, and they yelled, Emmanuel, son, you are okay. Emmanuel remembered at that moment everything was like a lightning. Like when the lightning hit the telephone pole, that's how it was in his head. Flashes, and he remembered everything. He stormed out angry. His parents talked with Chris, Nick, and Klaus, and they all explained to them what happened and that he's fine and that probably they should go to the hospital because of his leg, but he's gonna be fine. 9 days before Christmas. That was 9 days before Christmas. And Christmas morning was here. Emmanuel was opening his presents. First present that he opened was from his mother. She made him a homemade green gloves, but he didn't like them and threw them away. Second gift was a video game console. George and Anna thought if they bought him a video game console, since he likes playing video games, they would bond with him more, maybe talk with him, maybe see why he's so disobedient, why. They tried to figure out what is wrong with him, but he wasn't impressed by it. And the third gift, it was an envelope, and on the envelope said, please, Emmanuel, open this. Emmanuel opened it, and there was a letter there which said, hello Emmanuel, it's us, Nick, Chris, and Klaus. We wanted to tell you something. We talked with your parents, and they say that you're a very disobedient child, that you're very very not listening to them, that you're going into fights, that you are making them really, that you're a bad child. We wanted to tell you something. We wanted to tell you something that you have to remember. First of all, Emmanuel, your parents were searching for you all day and whole night. They were searching you in the storm, and it was freezing outside. They never gave up on you. Some parents would say, we'll wait till the morning, but they didn't. They were there with you. They were searching for you. Also, as you can remember, that the telephone pole fell on your sled and you survived. You got a second chance. Not many people could say that. So we also wanted to remember you about your name. Your name, Emmanuel, means something very, very important. It means God is with us, with you, with all of us. That's why your parents gave it to you. They know that you are a good child. They know you can change. And prove them that you will be better. Also, P.S., we made you this gift. Carpenting lessons really panned out well. And in the envelope there was a little wooden cross that they made for Emmanuel. Years passed, and Chris, Nick, and Klaus were at the store. And Chris looked at the TV and he saw Emmanuel there, and he yelled, "Nick! Klaus, come here, come here! Emmanuel's on TV." Emmanuel was given an interview. He became a firefighter. And, well, he became a firefighter, as he said in the interview, because of one night, one particular morning that he witnessed a fire and he wanted to extinguish it. He wanted to help. That's what made him to the person he was today. He also said that he wears a special gift from his very good friends, a wooden cross. As you can remember, his gift from Chris, Nick, and Klaus was the cross, and that cross he was wearing. The cross was made from the sled that was hit by the telephone pole. So it had a deep meaning to him. Also, he was wearing something very significant. Since it was cold outside, he was wearing his mother's handmade green gloves. His parents were finally proud of him. So, this is the end of the story, but I hope you learned something from it. And we'll be seeing each other this time next year. Trust me on that. So, I have to be really going now. Okay, my friend, so I really have to go now. There's a long night ahead of me. And also I wanted to thank you for the hospitality and for helping me, well, film this story. You know, it's been a pleasure, so yeah. Have a great day and, well, we'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you. Oh.
Wait.
What?
Vodka and beer? I mean, cookies and milk?
Cookies and milk. Are these Kranzle? How did you know these were my
I
favorite?
didn't.
Oh, The texture, the taste, oh my god! Favorite fuel.
That's the vodka inside of milk.
What?
The fuel?
Vodka. Okay, just a little bit more.
For all
For
four.
the trip. Okay, so I'll be seeing you and, well, goodbye. I forgot something. Something very important. I'm so sorry. I forgot to wish you a Merry Christmas.
You too, my friend.
Yes, you too, my friend. Yes. A Merry Christmas. And yeah, well, be seeing you. Bye. Ja, ovaj put
The
sam
cat! The cat is behind you!
What? Where is the kid?
Može.
Okay, my friend, so I have to be really going today now. I forgot to tell you. Have a wonderful Christmas.
You
And a
too, my
happy-
friend.
What?
You too, my friend.
You too, my friend. Yes. Have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. And yes, have a wonderful Christmas. Nemoj, ti glas together. And have a wonderful Christmas. Bye.